The album is finished on the inside, so it's time to do the covers. I did do a quick change on, oh, that's upside down, woohoo! Yeah, on this page I had the like little green swirls. They were like little velvet swirls and holly, and I didn't like it, so I scraped the ruby stickles off, and I found this is a transfer. It's not a rub-on, it's actually a transfer, and I just cut it in half and put that on each page, on page 5. Yeah, on page 5. So it's all, oh, I don't know what that's doing there. It's all finished on the page is all finished, so I'm going to do the outer covers. So I've picked my papers. Like I said, they're going to be really simple because I really haven't got much room. So for the front, I've chosen this paper, and it's an 8x8 sheet, and I have trimmed it to 7 inches, so it's 7 inches high, and then just cut it in half, so it's 7 by 4 inches. So they're going on the front, and then I have 2 pieces for the spine. I haven't decided what I'm having on the back yet, and these are 6 inches by 7 inches, and I've lightly scored them at 1 3/4 inches and 4 1/4 inches. That's just so that they can fit around the spine, like so. So I'm going to choose my papers for the back quick, because I don't know what I'm going to do for the back. I think I do, but I'm not too sure. So I'm going to choose my papers for the back, cut those, and then I'll be back. Oh, and I've inked them round in black soot, so back in a mo. Okay, I'm using the paper I don't like for the back. That sounds really silly. I figured that's perfect. I don't particularly like it, so because I'm not that keen on foiling, so I'll put this one on the back. I'm not going to put the back on yet because I don't know what I'm doing for the back cover, so I don't know how that's going to be affected. So the first thing I need to do is to stick these close to the centre of the album. What I'm also going to be using is, what I've done is those little brads that I had with the keys and the locks, the keyholes. I've taken 2 of the keys, I took off the brad legs to it, and I've glued it together with glossy accents with a ribbon going through the centre bit here of the key. So it should stick. And I also have two of the keyholes. So as I can't remember where I put those, I will take those out again. 1, 2. There. So I'm going to be using 2 of those also. And that's 1 for each side. So I'm going to stick these down first. I'll probably also use a bit of ribbon trim, but I don't know which ribbon I want to use. Isn't it terrible? I have all this sort of planned in my head, and then I kind of don't know. Maybe, oh, I think I'll use this ribbon. I got this at my local craft store. It was, I think it was 3 meters for 50p or something like that. And that's what I'm going to be using. That's what the key is attached to. I mean, I could have used a bit of Fabri-Tac, looped the end of this round and had a proper key on it, but I quite like this one because it goes with the keyholes. So, right, I'm going to get these front bits on. That's the first job to do. So, double-sided tape. Because I'm having, the embellishments will be on the box, not the albums, as I cannot have anything on the album covers. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these, and then I'll be back because my phone's ringing. It's my daughter Beth on the phone. Yes, Beth, the oven is off. No, your banana bread isn't burnt. And oh gosh, does it taste good. Because I nicked a slice whilst it was still warm. Say that about my kids. Oh, they can all cook up a storm. They are so good. Okay, I am slightly worried that this isn't going to stick very well on the paper tape, because I have had problems. I don't know why. Haven't had problems any time before using it. I even used epoxy resin glue to stick it, and it's still come away here. So I'm at a loss now what I can do. Still, never mind. Right, so that's that on, and these are going to go round here, making sure they're both the right way up. This was cut from the 8x8, these were cut from a 12x12. So, what do I want now? I want some good strong tape for the back. And this is the double-sided carpet tape. Okay, and this is going this way up. Just refolding those creases slightly. Okay, so I'm not going to take off this one because this one's going underneath. So I'm only going to need to take off the middle one, and for this, for the right hand side, take off the right hand tape backing. So this is left blank. Okay, where's my glue? There it is. I've had another one of those days. It was twin grandbaby days, so it's been row, row, row your boat, and they got a new video they like called DD and B. Guaranteed to drive you absolutely nutty. No baby shark this time. Just row, row, row your boat and DD and B. Oh. I love my grandbabies. I don't like their taste in music. Okay, so I want to line this up. Flip it up. Make sure it's still lined up. That's going to be perfect. Grab a couple of pegs. I'm going to stick. I will do if I can get the cover up. I'm going to stick a peg here and a peg here. And the same again, straight into the middle, peg there, and there, you'll do, peg there. Okay, I'm also going to stick a peg on the back cover. Just to hold it in place whilst that's drying. So that's how that bit of the cover goes on. So I'm going to do the other side, and then I will be back when I've done the other side. Yeah, so I'm going to put this side on and then I'll be back. So I'm all pegged together, waiting for that to dry off. I do have my back cover piece ready. Obviously I cut this, it's the full 8-inch width by 7 inches. And that should fit fine, which it will do on the back. Okay, so next I want to put on what will be my closure. So this is where it might get slightly tricky. Oh gosh. Now then, do I want the key this side or this side? I think I want the key this side. So, measure my book. It is 7 1/4 inches. So I want to go to 3 3/8 of an inch. And I want to come in about there. So 3 3/8 of an inch. That's the middle of my book. Make sure, no, that's wrong. That's too high. 3 1/2. 3 5/8. Oh, you dummy. 3 5/8. That's the middle. Right, so that's the middle of the book. Now then, just do a little line there. So I want these quite close to the edge, so I want it about there. Okay, I'm going to poke a hole right the way through, which is why I haven't done my inside covers. And actually, I wonder if I can. Yeah, I can. I'm going to stick this underneath, which is what I should have done in the first place, really, I guess. No, I can't do it that way. I have to do it the side with the key on it. So, let's get a bit of that. Get out my Fabri-Tac. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, isn't it always the way? Okay, here's my other bottle of Fabri-Tac. I have glue bottles everywhere, but not the one I want. No, you're not Fabri-Tac. You are Fabri-Tac. Oh no, you're 3-in-1. Oh, you'll do. Okay, I'm going to use 3-in-1 glue apparently. Okay. Oh, I found my Fabri-Tac. Oh, good grief. Okay, I will try and get this done, people. I am so sorry. Right, Fabri-Tac on. Key. On. And I don't even mind if that doubles up a bit, as long as it's underneath where the brad's going to go through. So next I want the keyhole brad, and these are quite weak. I might end up getting some epoxy resin and sticking a bit of that on as well. And I think what I might do is put an next. It's got two little tiny holes there, so I might put a couple of little decorative brads there. The other thing I like to do, you may notice that I did it on the drawer, is I like to colour in the keyhole black. Usually I do it before I place the keyhole down. But yeah, I like the keyhole to be coloured in black in the middle. So that's all. Coloured in black, so you can't see the paper through it. Okay, now the brad I'm putting on this side, I'm going to have slightly raised. So I'm going to need to find a small eyelet or grommet to put underneath to raise it up very, very slightly, just so that, because basically I'm putting this here and then the ribbon, it closes by swishing the ribbon round. That's it. That's the closure done then. And hopefully, because that's got the brad through it, that's going to hold on to that really tightly. So I will find a grommet, sort that out, and a couple of extra brads. I think just small ones will do fine. And I think I'm going to have corners as well, but we'll see. So when that's all done, I'll be back again. Okay, I haven't put it on yet. I've got my key. Now, I'm going to put the folded edge of the grommet, it's a tiny little grommet, up towards the key, because this is really thin metal. I don't want it cutting the metal. So I'm going to put the sharp edge towards the paper. That should be fine. As you can see, I've marked out where the keyhole would be, so that it just looks black through there, and hopefully there should be plenty of room still to open up the legs at the back, and there is. So that will be like that, and then that will go down like that, and that should be enough to keep that closed. I quite like that. Easy, huh? So now I've got to slide back metal corners, so I'm going to think about that, but for now that is basically the cover's done. I'm going to stick the back on and then put the rest of, stick this down. Obviously this is not stuck down at the back here. I'm going to stick the back cover on first and then put the spine bits, stick them down to the back cover. So yeah, that was quite an easy closure. I quite like that. I may put extra brads in, which obviously means it won't be able to tie right the way down to the centre, but that'll be fine, because that is a little bit twisty, or I might just get some really good glue. Anyway, and that's staying. So, album closure and half that done. I've got to put the ribbon down, and that'll be this one to match the ribbon that's on the key here, and that ribbon will go there. And I'll probably stick that on with a bit of Fabri-Tac, double-sided tape and Fabri-Tac. But I think because I've used the ribbon there, and it's edged in black, so it's really nice. Like I say, it was very inexpensive ribbon that I got from my local craft store. I got it from Pickwell's. Hi, Karen. Caroline Draper. She's the crafty queen at Pickwell. Anyway, that's it. When I've done everything else, I'll come back in a separate video just to show you how it's finished, but that's the basics of the cover. Bye for now.